Hey everyone, welcome to yoga class with Lindsay, Flow and Align, our 6:30 slot here. I hope you all are doing well, taking care of yourself and your health, and I'm excited to get started with yoga. So good thing you should today, sticking to your fitness goals, your wellness goals, and looking forward to a great class. So props that we'll need today are a blanket and a strap. And if you don't have a strap, get a towel or a t-shirt, and then I'll also offer options. All right, let's get started here. I'd like you to make a small roll to your bolster. So you'll fold it from your standard fold to half, and then to half again. And you're gonna place this over top of the hips in child's pose. So knees wide and forward fold over your blanket, okay? Arms can come out to the mat and just breathe softly, normally, resting the forehead on the mat. So I've been teaching these yoga classes using the YouTube live software, and the sound isn't so great, but I appreciate you guys being willing. If there's another music that you want to play, we'll do our best to merge the two, and hopefully you can hear me okay. We'll be moving through, getting in touch with ourselves, getting in touch with our bodies. In this position, begin to breathe a little bit deeper into the bolster space. See if you can widen the hips, widen the hip bones, the pelvis, and at the same time, simultaneously breathing into the back body. Bring the tip of the tongue to behind the upper teeth, creating a straw-like effect through the throat, known as Ujjayi breath. As you exhale, contract the abdominal muscles, sink the tailbone. As you inhale, lengthen. 2 more breaths, exhaling. Let the bolster help you. Inhaling, lengthen. And exhaling. Inhale, look up. Walk your hands in, remove the bolster. And we'll come forward into our tabletop. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And then just shoot the right leg out to the side, bringing the foot flat against the floor. And it'll be in line with that left knee as you exhale, press back in sort of half child's pose, but also reaching actively through the right leg, firming the foot, inner thigh is getting worked. Exhaling, come back up. Bring your weight into the right knee, flatten out. You can pad the knees if you wish. Make sure you flatten out the shin and the top of the ankle as you bring the left foot out to the side, equal with the knee, and flat-footed, leaning back into your half child's pose. Lengthen the abdomen, feel that stretch between the groin to the heel. Exhaling, coming back. Let's Open up the knees, come back into child's pose. Inhale, come forward. Keeping the knees wide, grab your bolster, put it 3/4 up your mat. And with flat legs, rest the hip bones into the bolster. Coming into cobra. So inhale, bring the hands to the waist, and then press up just a little bit, firming the lower back, firming the tailbone, and lengthening through the lower abdomen. Exhaling, coming back into tabletop. Remove the blanket, and then let's move into a flow here. So inhale, coming back, take into child's pose. Exhaling, and then inhale, we're going to flow forward, bring the ankles up by the glutes. Lower down, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, child's pose. So rocking over the knees. Inhale, come forward, cat. Drop the hips, lift. Upward facing dog. With the knees bent. Exhale, child's pose. Take 2 more like that. Over the knees, cat. Drop the hips, lift the chest. And back again. So a little bit different. Good. And then inhale, let's tuck the toes under, come to downward facing dog. Keep the heels away. Stretching the outer shoulders. All right. I can see a little bit better. And inner thighs back, outer shoulders down, elbows towards the waist, eyes of the elbows forward. Pedaling out the feet if you haven't already. And inhale, come forward to plank. Pull the shoulder blades down the back. Move the balls of the feet away so the heels are lifted. Toes towards the center, engage the abdomen. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, bring it forward to the right wrist. Drop the back knee. And then let's open the arm really wide, bringing the heart to rest behind the right shoulder blade. So just a really nice twist here. And exhaling, take a vinyasa or take knees just chin. Kind of adopting the flow we did in the beginning. Moving back and down dog. Remember to pull the heels up and extend from the heels, bringing breath into the side waist, the back, the lower ribs, bringing some structure into the core. And inhale, lift the right leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, sweep it forward to the right wrist. Right knee comes down. Again, open up the left arm. Take a nice generous stretch here. Imagine you're just leaning your back into that left shoulder blade. Pull back on the right hip, right heel, and twist the abdomen. Good. And exhaling. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Once you're in your downward facing dog, inhale, lengthen, look forward, bend the knees. Take 2 big steps to the top of your neck. Inhale to rise, look forward, shoulders back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, strong legs. Slight bend to the knee, come all the way up. And exhale down. So when I come to the tops of the sun salutations, I'm cut off, but just know that the back bend is happening, the arms are reaching, the fingers are engaged. You want to bring all that prana to the fingers and the feet and just really enliven the body, right? Because that's what, as yogis, we want to really awaken to all the various parts of the body, okay? So we'll go through some sun salutations and then we're going to get into some more nitty-gritty stuff, seat work, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. So let's inhale, come up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, exhale, place the hands, right foot back, look up, left foot back, plank pose. Exhale, elbows in, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot lifts, come forward, warrior one, back foot is flat, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, come down. So we're going to work through a few of these. Lowering down, inhale, heart up, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot back, exhale, warrior one. Right hip forward, bend left knee. Exhale, coming down. Upward facing dog, roll the shoulders back. And then continue the roll of the shoulders into downward facing dog. And take some nice breaths here. Use this downward dog as a resting point. Calming the breath, calming the mind. Noticing how we're feeling. Good. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, drop the right knee. Left foot comes long. Inhale, raise the left arm. So Vashisthasana variation here. You can press into that right knee, lengthen through the hips. Good, exhale, plank pose. Strong core, elbows back, looking forward, drop the left knee. Right instep comes behind it, inhale the right arm. And tuck the tail and lengthen the body. Vashisthasana variation here. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot back, right foot forward, look up. Exhale, left to meet it. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. Inhale, chair pose. Squeeze the thighs together, feet together. Hips back, leaning into the hips. Lift by the heart. So the further back the hips go, the higher up the heart goes. Raise the arms by the ears. See if you can bring the weight of the arms actually under the armpits. So we're really lifting from our traps. It's part of our core. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, place the hands, right foot back, left foot back. Take a vinyasa here. Elbows in, come forward. Strong, sturdy core and legs. Lifting the legs, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, elbows in, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, sweep it forward to the left wrist. Inhale, look up. Right to meet it. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Heel toe feet together, squeeze thighs. Sit back in that chair. Lengthen your wonderful self towards the front of the room. Inhaling, tuck the tail, lift the chest higher as you come to a straight asana. And then hands to heart center, Samastiti. Great. So we'll lead into some little variations. So inhale, coming into chair pose. Really graze the floor with the hands, getting nice and low in that seat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, place the hands, hop or step back to the mat. If you're hopping, you have bent elbows, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, plank. Exhale, rock over to the left side. Lift the hips, right arm lifts. Vrashastasana here. Exhale, plank. Inhale, come to the right side, Vrashastasana. You can take the variation, but try pressing into the outer edge of the foot and lift the heels, externally rotating the arm. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, Vrashastasana on the left, right arm lifts. You can bend your leg here. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, Vrashastasana on the right. Lifting the hips. Exhale, plank. And exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward. Drop the knees. Just chin. Cobra or up dog. And child's pose into downward facing dog. Inhale, look up. Stretch the right leg back. Come forward to the top of your mat. Left leg meets. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit back in your chair. Lift your chest. Glutes engaged. And then lengthen the legs. Energy through the feet. Coming into a back bend here. Good. And exhale down. Nice. Take the right foot out wide and left foot to square. And then have a block nearby. Come into wide-legged forward folds. So for this posture, you're going to put your block arm's length away. Hands on the hips, outer edges of the feet parallel with the outer edges of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on the hips. Once you reach to a level where you can get your forehead to the mat, maybe you need to widen your legs a little bit, or to close to the floor, maybe bringing your block to your forehead. Go ahead and take the arms out wide on either side of the ankle. Elbows wide, okay? So top of the head down, elbows wide. Internal rotation of the legs, lifting the sits bones. And then see if you can pull those shoulder blades up the mat even more. Inhale, halfway, come up. Take the heels in and bring the arms into a Charlie's Angels gun. And then press the arms straight as you come to a forward fold with bent knees, feet wide. So pulling back from Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, getting long. And inhale, come all the way up. Nice. Exhale, warrior two. Left foot bends. Find your warrior two. Let's bring our hands behind our back, lift the chest, elbows in. And then take that shape and then just release the arms. Keeping them strong and straight. Look over that third finger. Shoulders over hips. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Look down at the back foot or up under the bicep. Exhale. Come into side angle pose. So you can bring your left elbow, have a block if you'd like to take the arm variation outside of the foot. Knee is bent, outer shoulder is rolling forward, left hip comes back to right heel. Good. See if you can lengthen sacrum to crown. And exhale, bring the right hand past the face, lengthen the left leg, come into triangle pose here. If you need to walk the foot in a little bit, by all means. Lift the sacrum, tiny back bend and triangle here. Good, kind of feels like Vashisthasana, doesn't it? So super strong through the core. Right hand on hip, bend the left knee, come into half moon. So bring your block with you if you need it. For demonstration, I'm going to come back. So the block can be 45 degrees outside. If you want to bend the top foot and take the bind, go ahead. And then exhale, right hand comes down, or the foot keeps hold of the bind if you have it. Left hand to floor, standing split. So if you have the bind, take the split. If you don't, really reach that right leg straight as you pull and curl the upper back and face towards the left calf. Good. Exhale, pop back into crescent, high lunge. Right hip lifted, left hip down. And come forward, take a vinyasa. Meet back in down dog. Take a nice, long, slow breath through the nostrils. Mouth is closed. Tongue behind the upper palate. Relax the face, the jaw, the shoulders. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, sweep it forward to the left wrist, drop the right knee, and then pivot around to the long side of your mat. One turn to the right. The knee, foot comes behind, and then you're going to have your hands on your hips. So notice my right foot is perpendicular behind me. My left foot is going to come out to the side, just like we did in the beginning after child's pose. This is called gate posture. So inhale, left hand on the shin, raise the right arm. Exhale, side bend over to the left. And while you're doing this, you're like, what's my hip doing? What's my ankle doing? You want to be super sturdy in the right side, super squared off, and then the left hip is going to be rolling inward from the groin, getting long through the back of the left hamstring, left inner groin towards the heel. Inner knee is strong and straight, and outer ankle is reaching. Good. Gate pose, inhaling. Let's come to hands and knees, with the hands on the hips, knees under. Right foot out, gate posture on the right. So left foot is back. Inhale, right hand down the leg. Raise the left arm, and then exhale, bending over to the right. Left leg, left hip is super straight, up and down. And then internally rotating that right groin. Getting wider, right ankle down, revolving the chest. Notice how when I revolve my hip in and down, my chest naturally wants to revolve as well. This is an amazing body. Yoga shows us all these things about our body. Inhale, coming out. And then pinwheel your arms down to the front, left foot back on the mat, coming into downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, coming forward into warrior two. So actually, sorry, we did the wrong side. So right foot back, warrior two on the right side. So open up those arms. So heel intersects back arch, hips over shoulders facing along edge of the mat, hands behind the sacrum. Clasp the weird way. Press the elbows together, lift the chest, bend that right knee. Okay. Pull those low ribs in, lift the back body, arms out to the side, look over that third finger. Super steadies core, back heel down, bending a little more. Super straight, inhale, open up right side long, looking down, breathing. Notice how much stronger our hips are coming into side angle pose. So right bicep is by the ear, right hip is under, and we're lengthening through the right side body. And then let the left hand cross over the mat as it comes up. Lengthen the right leg. Open, open, open. Triangle pose. So again, we're going to use those skills, rotating the hip back towards the back heel. Right hip externally rotates. Exhale, left hand on hip. Come into half moon, lifting the left leg. And if you have the bind and you want to go there, go ahead. Open up the hips, stack the hips, roll the chest open. Right hip is still moving back. And then exhale, square off the shoulders towards the right foot. Standing split here. The right hand can go behind the calf as you lift the left leg. Face towards the inner shin. And then exhaling, you have the bind, release, and drop that left foot back into crescent pose. Good, and exhale. Take a vinyasa here. Downward facing dog. How are y'all doing? Good. Take child's pose from here. Let's take a small rest. So knees wide, front of the body is yielding, arms can be out long and sort of creating that hammock through the hips towards the tips of the fingers as you press into the mat. Good. And from here, inhale, come to downward facing dog. As we prepare to make our way to the top of the mat, lift the heels, bend the knees, and hop or step to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway, exhale forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up, saluting the sun, and down again. Good. Take the hips, open the hips up to the mat. I'm demonstrating on the long edge of my mat, but what I mean is if you're at the front of your mat, just take your feet out wide. We're going to come into Malasana, goddess squat, okay? So if you know in this posture you need some heel support, if your heels don't come all the way down, then you have that. Any other props or blocks help. So let's inhale, raise the arms, open hips, tuck tail, bend the knees, coming into our squat, elbows into the insides of the knees. Press the knees together, lift the heart, drop the tail. And press the elbows away, knees coming forward. So use this dynamic to get longer through the chest. This should feel really good for the sacrum as well. Exhale, Uttanasana. Lift the heels and sway side to side. Good. Inhale, come into Malasana again. For those of you who want to go straight into crow posture, you can go ahead, or stay in Malasana. Crow folks, get on your tippy toes, wrap the knees around the triceps as you crunch the abdomen, and then rock forward towards your hands, lifting one or both heels, touching toes. And then from here, the work is to press the knees in so that the elbows are parallel and simultaneously lifting the hips. Exhale, Malasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Uttanasana. Chin to chest. Inhale, halfway posture. Exhale, place the hands and walk or step back to plank or chaturanga. Moving into our vinyasa. Inhale nice and long. Exhale down. Inhale, lift the left leg. Sweep it forward to the left wrist. And then pivot to the outside of the right heel and come into a side squat, lifting the right toes. So pivoting all the way around, hands to heart center. Bring the hands down, switch sides. You can keep the heel dropped or have it lifted. Pivoting back, left side. And pivoting back, right side. Good, so you guys picking up on a theme here. All right, wide-legged forward fold. Let's bring our blocks to arm's length and bring our wrists to the top of the block in prayer posture, okay? So with heels wide, exhale, drop the head in between the arms and reach the hips back. You need to adjust your block so that you can be in more of a straight posture. Really use this block, this leverage, to pull the abdomen down towards the hips, closing the low abdomen, breathing into the waist and back body. And get really sturdy in those outer wrists. Notice what they're doing to the shoulder blades. Can you roll those shoulder blades down the back more, but still maintain the strength through the low ribs? Engaging, not letting the low ribs pooch out. Good, and exhaling. Drop the hands, walk them to the front of the mat. Take a vinyasa here. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring the right forward to the right wrist. Left foot comes up, pyramid pose. Inhale, coming up straight. Exhale, take opposite elbows as you come forward, moving the right hip back, left hip forward. Let's see, time scan. Okay. Good. Inhale, come up halfway. Right hand on the hip. Left hand comes down to a block or to the outside of the right foot. Inside works too, but the tradition is outside of the right foot. Twisted triangle. Right hip back, strong left inner leg. And then the breathing is slowly coaxing the abdomen towards the right leg, towards the right inner thigh. Raise the right arm. And make it easy. Pull everything in. Get behind it. And breathe. Nice. Keep going. And exhaling. Pyramid pose. Inhale halfway. Exhale. Bend the right knee. Drop the left knee. And then heel toe your right heel forward. So we're coming into Ardha Hanuman. Okay? And just walk your hands. Just we're going to visit here, not spend too much time. And inhale, right knee bends. Take a vinyasa here. Good. Find your down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, come forward to the left wrist. Right foot, pick it up forward a step. Hands on the hips, pyramid pose. Grab opposite elbows or whatever hand position you took on the other side. And then inhale, lift the chest as you exhale, halfway left hip back, right hip forward. Good. Inhale, come halfway up. Left hand on the hip. Keep that right hip lifted as you drop the hand. And revolve the chest towards the inner left leg. Twisted triangle here, left hip back, strong back leg, open up the arm. And see if you can revolve with your breath, concentrating from abdomen, behind the ribs, behind the head. And exhaling. Come forward, drop the left knee, the right knee, coming into Ardha Hanuman on the left side. So heel toe that left heel forward. Inhale, lift the chest, Exhale, walk the hands out. You're keeping that back toe tucked and you're engaging the left quad to keep everything safe. You can slightly bend your knee if you need to. And inhaling. Bend forward into a lunge and take the vinyasa here. Inhale, drop the knees. We'll come to a seated posture. Grab your blanket and keep it folded like it is. And we'll place it at a diagonal on the mat towards on the right side. Sorry, I'm thinking about too many things at once. So sit back. So right knee is in, left leg is long. Or sorry. Okay, guys, it'll be better next time, I promise. So left knee is in, the right leg's long, and you're sitting with your right leg on top of that blanket. So it's really only touching your right sit bone. Good. So keeping the knee in, you're going to pull that heel towards the outer hip and bring the right hand back behind you for leverage. Left arm wrist, raise, left arm is raised. Can't speak today. Come forward to a forward bend, grabbing the left hand towards the toes. I'll get myself back together. Pull the left knee in as you reach forward, engaging that right quad. Good. So we're preparing for Marichyasana A. Okay, so you really want to get forward, but also breathing into that back body. Okay, release. So some of you may want to try just doing this as a simple twist. Others of you, I want to have you try doing this as a actual arm bound posture. Okay, so I want you to have your strap ready, and the metal part will be where you grab it. So I'll give you directions. So for those of you who just want to take the right elbow in and turn this into a twist, go ahead. For those of you who want to get the bind, keep the right hand down as you lean forward, and then I just really like to put the knee into my armpit. We're pretty close. And then it's going to really start to scrape the bicep forward. So the armpit's in the knee, and then my arm is rotating inward, thumb is coming down, shoulder forward, bend elbow, and then grab with the right behind the waist. If you need a strap, hold it with the right hand next to the left hip, and try it with the strap that way. So just handing yourself the strap, and then open up the right chest. Marichyasana A. Good. And exhale, release. Let's switch sides. Bringing the blanket to the yoga mat diagonally on the left side, sitting on left, sits bone on the left side on that blanket. Left leg is out long, right heel's into the glute, and let's do our little pre-stretch. So left hand back, right arm up, pitch forward, grab the right toes. Again, if you need the strap to reach, that's good. And then don't just let the leg come out to the side. Really pull the knee in as you lengthen from the navel center. Really strong left leg, sits forward. Good. Then exhaling, coming out. So we'll take this into the right side. So if you took the twist, left elbow in, go ahead. You want to roll the shoulder forward, thumb down, armpit in the knee, bend the elbow, take the grab, or have a strap, any version. You get just the fingers, or you can manage getting all the way to the wrist. This would be helpful. And then I just noticed my left foot come out to the side a little bit, so make sure that left leg is straight up and down. And then pull this into your bind. So it's not going to be easy on both sides. One side is going to be harder than the other, so just notice what you're noticing. See if you can adjust with your breath any discomfort, rounding the sits bones, lifting the chest. Good, and exhale. Now release. Good. Roll to the side, move your blanket. Feet in cobbler pose. Knees out wide. If you need to take a block to suspend your knees or a blanket underneath as a bolster, go ahead. Otherwise, it also works as a dynamic stretch. So feet to the hands to the feet. Open those feet up like a book. Press the knees down. Lift the chest. Exhale, reach forward from the collarbone. Shoulders down the back. So as I'm pressing strongly into the outer edges of my feet, my legs are coming down, that's widening my hip bones, the groin area, and that's helping me to lengthen through the side ribs. Pulling the heart forward. Good. And then exhale, coming out. Let's take some nice pigeon poses. So make your way into a downward facing dog. And then from here, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring it to bent knee to the ground behind the left wrist. And then sit down either on the side of your left hip with the right leg bent, or with both hips down and squared on the mat, and then walk your hands out. So whichever version, make sure you're listening to your body and what it needs. One hip may need one thing, another hip may need the other. A lot of times folks need a blanket underneath just the left glute of the bent leg, just to prop everything up. So please don't hesitate to take care of your needs and your flexibility. And then simply rest the forehead down and keep a nice long back leg. And we'll be here for a few breaths. Letting those senses receive. See if you can release any posture, maybe in the hips here. Slowing down the breath. Take one last breath here. Nice and long. Exhaling slowly. Releasing all exhale. And then inhale, walk the hands in, bend the back knee. Swirl that right leg in front of you. And then come into downward facing dog. You can stretch that left foot back or pedal it out. And then when you're ready, take the right leg back and exhale it forward for pigeon on the right side. Knee behind the wrist, left leg long. If you need to come to the side with the back knee bent, this is just as beneficial and helpful as doing it with square hips over the mat. Just move forward on top. So walking the hands out, bring the forehead to the mat. You can use your blanket if you need to prop yourself on the bent leg. And we'll be here for a few breaths. And paying attention to breathe into those areas where we just worked. The hips, the kidneys, the abdomen. See if you can bring more space into any place that feels small. Good. And inhaling. On your last exhale, we're going to come up, swing the left leg forward, and roll onto your backs. So we'll be getting ready for Shavasana at this point. Why don't we take one bridge and one happy baby. If you want to go straight into an inversion, go ahead. With the hips up on a block or shoulder stand. So heels in, rolling the upper arms underneath the chest. Grab underneath the sacrum. And pull the inner knees down towards the ankles as you lift the hips, tailbone to knees, engaging the quadriceps. Rolling the outer shoulders underneath now. Lift a little bit higher. So the weight will start to come towards the shoulders, not the neck. We're only doing one of these, so make it count. And then exhale, roll the spine all the way down. Grab the outer edges of the feet. Pull the knees in towards the armpits, happy baby. Maybe lengthen one leg, the other. And if you were in your inversion, start to make your way down to Shavasana. Rest, you can come into Shavasana now. Keeping the openness in the chest, the feet out wide. And slowing the breath. Back of the head heavy. And softening the heart. Loosening everything in the body, letting it melt away. Give yourself a gratitude for coming to your practice today. You're welcome to stay in this posture the next 5 minutes. I'm going to hop off and leave you to it. And I look forward to seeing you again on the channel soon. Thanks so much, guys. Have a beautiful night. and day, whenever it is you're watching this. And leave a like if you like this video and comment. Let me know how it went. Okay, bye.